Hey guys, welcome back. It is a rainy day in LA. It has been like this for like the past couple of days, so it's a little bit depressing because obviously we're used to sunshine and good weather. But I wanted to come do another story time, and I haven't uploaded, I would say, in about going on 2 months. But my story time today is gonna be how I found out that I was pregnant. I am going on 27 weeks, so here you can see my belly. So yeah, going on 27 weeks this week, and if you guys saw my last two videos that I had uploaded, I was already pregnant, and I just didn't say anything because I was waiting for the right time. Then I announced it on Instagram on the 1st of January, so that blew up. Everybody was like, what? Like, you weren't even showing, and how is that even possible? Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you guys, I could tell the difference in my body and how it was like completely changing, but I feel like a lot of you guys didn't. I'm so used to wearing tight clothes when it comes to crop tops, high waisted jeans. That's like my go to. So then when I had to start, I guess, dressing up like a little bit more loose, I'm like, oh my god, this just does not feel like me, because I went through that weird transition where like I just looked bloated. So I'm like, there's no way that I can like tuck my shirts in, and I don't know, it was just like weird, like a weird transition. But so today's story time is gonna be, like I said, how I found out that I was pregnant. And so right now we are in February. I found out that I was pregnant early September, and then when I found out, I was already, I want to say 6 weeks along, around there. 6 weeks going on 7 weeks. So basically all of August I was already pregnant. I didn't even know it. And I was out there being a loca, having like drinks and stuff like that. But thank God I found out like in September, because then when I started feeling like, okay, something is like not right, that's when I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna drink until I like for sure find out. So getting into the story of how I found out, I am the type, sorry, it's like super loud around here. I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens, but okay. So when I found out, I'm the type that I get my period regularly. I have an app, I write it down. So basically every month I know when I should be getting it. And even if it's not on the exact date, it's for sure has to be a couple days before or a couple days after. So when September came, I was feeling like the regular symptoms of being bloated, craving stuff. So I was like, no, it's for sure coming. And obviously for girls, I don't know about every single girl, but for me, it's like I can feel it when it's about to come. It just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like weird, but I just feel heavy down there. So in early September, I was like, no, it's coming. And like, I feel it coming. It's gonna come any moment now. Like, I feel the symptoms. And then my boyfriend was like, how late are you? And then I told him, I said, it's only like 3 days. So then it was like the next day, and then he was asking me like, did you get it? I'm like, no, not yet. I'm like, but just don't worry, don't stress out, like it's gonna come soon. Because like I said, it comes around the same time, but it'll either come a couple days early, a couple days late. The most that I've been late ever is like 4 to 5 days. So he's like, okay, we were waiting. Then when it got to, I want to say 6 or 7 days, that's when he was just like, okay, like, why is it taking that long? I'm like, I don't know, but I feel it, like I feel my period coming. And I'm like, so just like, don't stress out, like it's gonna come. I just kept telling him that. Then I remember it was like specifically on a Sunday, because I was hanging out with my best friend, and we had gone to downtown to go like walk around. I forgot what it's called, but it's just basically like a bunch of pop-up shops, and then a bunch of like food vendors and stuff like that. So we were like, oh, like let's just go hang out, let's go take pictures, and we can get something to eat there. And I remember they had like this beer garden thing for different vendors too that were having alcoholic drinks. And I just told her, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I just feel weird because I'm still late and I haven't gotten my period. So I'm like, I'm just not going to drink today. So she was like, okay, that's fine. Like, we'll just get something to eat and then walk around. Then I remember that same day, like after I was done hanging out with her, I came over to my boyfriend's house, and I told him, I was like, he's like, okay, we're for sure taking a test today, because he's like, I don't want to keep waiting and just keep thinking if it's like yes or no. He's like, let's just take the test and then you'll just see if it's either you are or you're not. So I'm like, okay, fine. I was like, but I feel it coming. But I was like, whatever, let's go get the test. So we go by the test, we come back and we take it. And I kid you not, you guys, like I took the test and right away, like I guess it takes like 2 minutes, I don't know how long. But as soon as I look over, I just see like the positive sign. And I was just like in shock, and I was just like, wait, what? Because in my head, I was for sure like, I feel my period coming, so it's gonna be negative. Like there's no way. And so I see the positive sign, and he was just there standing next to me. He's like, it says positive? I'm like, yes, like I'm not playing. And I show him, and he's like, what? And literally in that moment, I remember just thinking like a million things in my head. Like everything was rushing through my head. I was just like thinking like everything. I was just like, oh my God, like I'm gonna be a mom. Am I gonna be a good mom? Like everything's just rushing through my head. And then I have like tears of joy, because I'm just like, oh my God, like this is really happening. And so he was just like, it's okay, like don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. And then he's like, just make a doctor's appointment, and then that way they can tell you like how far along you are. So I was like, okay, fine, like I'll call tomorrow, because that was Sunday. So then I was like, I'll call Monday. So I called to make an appointment. Then I went a couple days after, and then that's when they told me that I was already 6 weeks, going on 7 weeks. So I was just like tripping out in the beginning, because I was just like, wait, what? Like, and then obviously you just start thinking like, I was like drinking a couple weeks before, and it was still summertime. So I was just like in that whole vibe. But yeah, so then they confirmed it that I didn't even want to like waste my time taking like a bunch of pregnancy test at home, because I'm like, if that one says positive, I'll just wait to go to the doctor and then just wait for them to confirm. So yeah, basically when I found out I was going on 7 weeks, and like I said, I was tripping out, because I was just like, oh my God, like how is this happening? Like, and you just think of everything, like how am I gonna do this, how am I gonna do that? And he's like, just stay positive. My boyfriend was like, everything's fine. He's like, you know, you're already done with school, so that's good, that's out of the way. He's like, you can focus on work for right now. He's like, just take it easy. And then looking back, then I was like, I started to think, I'm like, oh my God, that's why I felt so tired like all of the time. I remember taking like 2 to 3 naps like a day, even if they were short, but I just remember feeling so tired, and I was just like, oh my God, like I need sleep. It was like never enough sleep for me. So then he was like, okay, like everything's fine, let's be positive. So that was already in September. And mind you, from September all the way to January, I didn't say anything on Instagram. So I was like trying to take as many pictures as I can to keep up with my blogging. And I said, I just want to share it. I told him from the beginning, I said, let's share it on social media either in December or January. But then like it got crazy with the holidays. So I told him, I said, let's just wait for the new year, a new year to start fresh. I can just let everybody know. And by that time, I was already obviously showing a little bit more. So there was like no way to hide it. But yeah, it was just like, it's been so crazy, because now, like I said, I'm going on 27 weeks. And so I did a photo shoot in like mid-December. And a lot of people are just like, oh my God, like you're not even showing. But like, I know my body. So I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm showing. And like I said, I'm so used to wearing crop tops, high-waisted jeans. So none of that was like, I couldn't fit into any of that. So then I started wearing leggings all the time. My clothes that I was getting for like collaborations and stuff to post, all of that was like, I got lucky, I guess, because then it changed to like, not cold weather, but then it was like fall, then to winter. So it was easier for me to, I guess, hide it, because then I started wearing like oversized sweaters and just everything like that. And so yeah, then I had my photo shoot in mid-December. Then I announced it to everybody on Instagram. My family had found out before, and he had told his family too, like way, like as soon as we found out. But I told him, I said, I want to keep it just between us for now. And then I had told like close friends and stuff like that. But I said, I don't want to share it on social media until everything is completely safe and I'm like actually showing, and I'll just feel more comfortable. I'm just like paranoid like that. I'm like, I don't want to share it too soon. Like, what if something happens? And you know, you just think about everything. So yeah, fast forward, I shared the news in the 1st of January. Now we're in February, going on 27 weeks. I am due early May. So I feel like time is flying by because we only have like 3 months left, and I feel like 3 months is gonna go by super quick. And I'm still settling in here, like my boyfriend's house. But everything has been so easy. Like, I really cannot complain about anything. And so I just wanted to come on here to say it, I guess, for YouTube, because obviously I already said it on Instagram. But just to kind of find, like, to tell you guys like how I found out, because then I started getting a lot of questions of like, oh, how far along were you when you found out, and this and that. So I will be doing, I guess I'm gonna break up the videos into, I want to do 3 where I do like my recap of my first trimester, second trimester, and then my third trimester, which I will be going into next week. So yeah, I want to do those 3. I want to do the Q&A. I had done a Q&A on Instagram, and then I saved everybody's questions, so I want to answer that on here. And what else? Oh, I also have my gender reveal. I had my gender reveal last week, so I want to put that, edit that, put it together, and then post it. I just feel weird, like I didn't want to post that first and then do a story time of like, hey, I'm pregnant. So this is first my gender reveal, and then I'll do like the 3 recaps of each trimester. And I also want to do like my try-on hauls of what I've been wearing throughout my pregnancy. I have been lucky enough that I can just go up a size and not go into maternity clothes. But I still want to share like the whole process, and I do get a lot of questions of like, where do you get this or that, and you know, just in general, like a lot of questions. So I want to be able to answer all of that, share as much as I can. And yeah, so now I'm showing, and I just wanted to tell you guys. But thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow me on everything. Instagram is like my go-to. That's my ride or die, because I post on there every single day. So make sure you follow me on everything. It will be listed down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.